So I'm going to start off with the Anastasia brow pomade. So then I'm going to take the Anastasia 12 brush. I'm going to dip into the brow pomade, and then I'm going to use the lid, if I can grab it. Look at my hair. Ooh. I'm going to use the lid and just kind of play with it on the brush. I'm going to start off by brushing through my hairs. I already have pretty full brows, but when I don't get my brows done, I like to make sure that they're extra sharp, and I do a lot of concealing. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And the reason why I didn't do the rest of my face first is because when I don't have my brows done, or like have been waxed or threaded or whatever you guys like to do, I go on top with foundation and I go on the bottom with concealer. I don't like to put concealer on both sides of my brows for the fact that I'm afraid that's going to look like whited out, because I do use a concealer that's a lot lighter than my skin tone to help me highlight. So I am just going to start with a little bit of the product on my Anastasia brow pencil in 12, like I've already said. And I'm going to start about here where, because I know I have a lot of the product on the brush already. And if I'm quiet in this video, it's because it's hard to talk when you're doing your brows. So I start with a line here, right about here, and I start to fill it in. And then I bring it down the tail. You can kind of feel where your bone structure is inside of your face. Is it inside of your face? Inside of your skin? On your face? Your bone structure, you can kind of know where you follow. You'll feel it. And I just kind of let the brush just kind of do its thing. Bring it down to the tail and flick it out that way. And then with whatever product I still have left on the brush, I go closer in to the middle and draw that line out. And then I still haven't picked up any more product, and I'm just gonna flick it up. Do the dogs have to play by the window? Oh my gosh. And now I'm just kind of like playing with the product so it's not so sharp. So now I'm going to dip back into the pomade and play with it again on the lid. If it's not the dogs, it's the birds. And I always try to start most of my product when I first dip back into the pomade out further out than up here in this area, because I don't want this to be too harsh. I want this to look very light. So I'm going to start out with the most product about here. And again, just following your natural bone structure. A lot of people forget this part of the brow that I've noticed when I'm like just rolling around, and it drives me insane when people just forget this part where it looks like it goes out and then it just kind of dips in. So don't forget that part of your brow. So I'm going to go ahead and only do one brow and with the highlighting and the foundation and a concealer and all that, so you guys can see the difference. Because when I looked at the camera in the beginning, it looks like my brows are already done because I have such full brows. But I want to show you guys how defined it can look even though my brows aren't done. So now I'm going to use the spoolie end and brush up on this side of the brow And then I'm going to brush out for the rest. So I know there's not a huge difference right now, but I'm gonna show you. Then I'm gonna take some Tarte Shape Tape. And I just put a dab of it right there. I don't want to put too much here because I want it to blend out this way, and I want it to blend out that way. And I'm going to take, I believe this is an It Cosmetics brush. Oh, it's a Real Techniques. Yeah, I did say that right. Real Techniques. A brush. It's a really tiny one like this. And now I am just going to play with this product to sharpen underneath the brow. And this concealer is really thick and creamy. So what it's going to do is it's going to mask all those hairs that I haven't gotten done yet. Just like the hair on top of my head. So I'm going to move it up. And bring it down the tail. And I'm going to pick up some more of the product where I first laid it. And then I'm going to start about here again, right where I started the pomade. And then just kind of play with it a little bit. And then when I have the least amount of product on my brush, I'm going to go towards the front. And then just kind of buff it down. And I also use this technique to start my shadow base. So I'm going to bring it down the inner corner of my eyes. And just kind of pull some of the product down. I'm going to pick up this brush that I bought off Amazon so long ago, but it has like a little wood base. I don't even know what it's called, but I absolutely love this little tiny brush to buff out this concealer. So I'm going to just start buffing that down and around. I recently filmed a review with this Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation, and I wore it and I absolutely fell in love with this foundation. This has to be one of my new favorites. So I'm going to use the foundation side, obviously, to carve out the top of my brows. It's just a flat top concealer brush here. Those dogs are crazy. They're playing on the hill. And I'm just going to go straight from the stick and just pick up some of this product of the foundation. And I'm just going to just start playing with this across the top. I am just following basically the line that I had already done right above it. And then right in the middle as well. I know it's super hard for me to like not get my hands in the way of filming because I have to use both. You guys kind of see the difference between the two. This just looks so sharp and very Instagrammy. And then this one just looks, I guess, natural. I guess that's what you're going for. These dogs. All the little hairs have been masked on this side. And then this one, obviously, you guys can see all the little hairs that are under here, hopefully. My camera's picking it up. Okay, so I'm going to finish up the rest of my face and I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and finished up my face. Now all I'm going to do is set my brows with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I always do this last because I don't like when powder falls on it and it's still drying. So it's always my last step. And so I'm going to take this and I am just going to set my brow hairs in place. So that is basically how I hide my brows when I don't get them done. And I know I need to go do that soon, but the transfers. So yeah, if you guys like more videos like this, then please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stomach's gonna growl. Nope, it was a burp. This highlight though. Becca Cosmetics Champagne Dream. Definitely is a dream, isn't it? Holy moly. Do y'all gotta play like that? I woke up my knees.